When was the last time you tried something new and felt your mind truly wake up? Was it a dance step, a song, a sketch, or even a strategy game that pushed you to think faster and focus harder?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster, and today we're looking at how regular creative activity can keep your brain biologically younger than your calendar age, sharpen your thinking, and maintain the networks you rely on for attention, coordination, and problem solving.
I'm Alara Sky, and we'll walk you through what recent research shows about creativity's impact on brain function, including how long-term practice and even short-term learning can reduce your brain's predicted age by years. You'll also hear how to turn everyday choices into a routine that supports focus, memory, and mood.
The research examined creative experts, tango dancers, musicians, visual artists, and real-time strategy gamers against non-experts matched for age, education, and other factors. Using brain imaging and machine learning brain clocks, the investigators estimated biological brain age and compared it with chronological age to calculate a brain age gap.
A negative brain age gap meant a younger-looking brain. Across the creative groups, the gap was consistently negative. Tango dancers showed the largest effect, with brains appearing about 7.1 years younger. Visual artists averaged about 6.2 years younger, musicians around 5.4 years younger, and strategy gamers about 4.1 years younger. The signal was robust across creative domains.
The team didn't stop at expertise. They tested short-term learning by training non-experts for 30 hours in a demanding strategy game over 3 to 4 weeks. That brief, focused practice reduced brain age by roughly 3.1 years. A control group trained on a simpler, turn-based game did not show the change, underscoring the role of creative challenge.
To quantify aging, the researchers relied on functional connectivity, how efficiently different brain regions communicate, rather than structure alone. They used magnetoencephalography and electroencephalography to capture network dynamics, and then applied machine learning to predict brain age from those patterns. The result was a sensitive gauge of cognitive vitality.
Certain networks showed particular benefits. Frontoparietal regions associated with attention, motor control, cognitive flexibility, and working memory displayed stronger, more efficient connections in creative practitioners. These are the same hubs that tend to decline with age, so reinforcing them matters for clarity and focus as you get older.
Network efficiency, both global and local, tracked closely with a lower brain age gap. Higher efficiency meant information moved cleanly across the brain and within specialized regions. That efficiency correlates with faster processing and more resilient performance, indicating creativity enhances systems that support broad cognitive function.
Neuroplasticity explains how this happens. Creative practice demands constant learning, sensoromotor integration, emotional engagement, and flexible problem solving. Those demands drive the brain to rewire and strengthen connections. Over time, the continued challenge builds resilience into circuits you rely on for planning, decision-making, and self-expression.
The transfer effects were notable. In the short-term learning group, improvements were seen not only in the trained game, but also on unrelated tasks involving attention and visual accuracy. This suggests creative learning can produce generalized benefits, not just skill-specific gains.
You don't need to be an artist to benefit. The definition of creativity here includes music and dance, yes, but also gaming that requires rapid adaptation, pattern recognition, and innovation. The common thread is active engagement and novelty, conditions that keep your brain flexible and responsive.
Everyday choices count. Journaling, doodling, intuitive cooking, arranging your space, designing a garden, or experimenting with a new workflow can all activate the networks highlighted in the study. The point is to create, not to perform perfectly. It's the process that shifts your brain's aging trajectory.
If you want a practical starting point, make daily creativity non-negotiable. Commit at least 15 minutes to an expressive task, singing, drawing, learning a riff, or shaping a paragraph. Short, consistent sessions keep communication between regions strong, which supports attention and emotional steadiness.
When routine feels flat, add novelty. Choose an activity that sits just outside your comfort zone. If you usually write, try sketching. If you analyze, try improvisational movement. The research shows that even weeks of new, focused practice can reduce biological brain age, and you'll likely notice quicker thinking and steadier control under pressure.
Engage multiple senses to recruit more of your brain. If you paint, emphasize texture and color. If you cook, pay attention to aroma and plating. If you learn dance, track rhythm and body awareness. Sensory layering helps wake up underused areas and strengthens networks that resist age-related decline.
Turn routines into creative play. Invent a new bedtime story. Brainstorm visually rather than with text. Or set small creative goals like 5 fresh ideas this week. Simple targets help you stay engaged and highlight progress, reinforcing the habit that keeps your brain adaptable.
Reconnect creativity with movement and light. Activities that combine rhythm and motion, such as dance or drumming, produce the strongest protective effects in the study. If you're indoors all day, take your creative time outside when possible. Walk while brainstorming, sketch in natural light, or stretch while listening and learning.
If you're wondering which activities deliver the most benefit, the pattern was clear. Combinations of movement, rhythm, attention, and emotional expression led the list, with tango and music practice showing the largest effects. Visual arts and strategic gaming also produced meaningful advantages, supporting a broad view of what counts as creative engagement.
It's helpful to monitor how you feel as you build the habit. Regular creative practice is associated with better mood, stronger memory, and faster thinking. Track your sessions and note changes in focus and recall. Small improvements add up, and consistency matters more than long sessions.
Here's today's challenge based on the research. Over the next 4 weeks, schedule 3 creative sessions per week of 30 to 60 minutes each. Choose one activity that involves movement or rhythm and one that challenges planning or design. At the end of each week, write one sentence about how your focus, mood, or recall changed.
Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.